Hey you guys, this is Glamazante and I'm back with a new video. Today's video, you guys know we do this every Sunday. I do hair videos on Sunday, just give you guys variety. I show you guys how to do things, you know, all that jazz and whatever. But you guys, so today I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to customize a hairline and get it very, very natural looking and very, very detailed. I've been working on, you guys know I've been doing wigs for like the longest, but today I wanted to show you guys how to do like the frontal plucking. And I feel like now I'm starting to like actually get the hang of it, which I'm kind of shocked. So I figured why not go ahead and share with you guys. I know everybody does things differently, so if you don't do yours this way, it's definitely okay, because you know, it's millions of different ways to do things. As long as you achieve the look of is a scalp, that is the only reason. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And definitely don't forget to tune in on Tuesday, because you guys know I now have an uploading schedule of Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah. See you guys. I feel like I look like a freaking beauty queen. Like, the hair is big, she's blonde. Look at my eyes. I try to do something different with my eyes. Y'all like him? I try to do something different, you know, so I can give y'all a little bit of flavor, so y'all not seeing the same old raggedy bitch every Sunday or every Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. Like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to give y'all something now. Okay, you guys, so these are the bundles of what we're going to be using today. We're going to be using bundles of 24-inch, and then we're also going to be using a frontal that is 20 inches. This hair is from Wiggins Hair, and this is a nice thick body wave type of hair, you guys. I'm really excited to go ahead and get this started with, and I'm just checking out the knots, making sure it's not double knotted or nothing like that. It should be single knotted. That makes it easier to pluck, and it's not so much stress on the lace as well. So just to start off, basically we're going to have the same products as if we were going to dye. So we're going to need like a dyeing bowl, or I guess a hair bowl, and I'm going to be using Prism Lights blue bleach powder. Now this is the one I use. I normally get a big jug, but you can just get a couple packets if you're going to bleach a frontal, because you really don't need that much. So I'm going to do 2.5 scoops. This was definitely too much, but hey, I wanted to do it because I want to make sure I had enough. Today I'm going to use Clairol 40 volume developer. Now you can use that or you can use Salon Care, either one, but today, like I said, I used the 40 one, and I actually did, I believe, 1 scoop, and then I did another scoop, and I believe that was all the scoops I ended up doing. And then I just took my brush, you know, and went ahead and you mixed it up to see how the consistency was. You guys want it to be really thick. You don't want it to be runny, because then it'll run through your lace and then over bleach your knots, and then you have a whole nother situation. Well, when I was actually mixing around, I seen it was really thick and maybe a little bit too much of thickness. So I actually went ahead and put a little bit more developer in it, and what this does is help it to thin out a little bit. But like I said, don't use too much, because we don't want it runny. We want it thick, but we want it, you know, able to work with. We want to be able to work with it. We don't want it too thick to the point where it's just like a big glob, you know. And now I think it's probably the perfect consistency to move forward. Now first I'm going to go ahead and put some aluminum down. This just helps to preserve the area, and with putting it in, I'm actually going to go ahead and lightly kind of push it past and over it. I'm not going to push it in, because if you think about it, the knots are right there. You can see the knots, so you don't want to like slam it in. You just want to bleach the knots. And also when you're doing this, air sometimes gets in the frontal, and then that's when you have these little holes and stuff, so make sure you get those, because if you don't, those knots will stay black. Now with doing my frontals, after I'm actually done putting it all on there, I flip it over. Now a lot of people don't do this, but I do it, and you see that's the knots right there, like the top of the knot. So you have to pay attention to those to see if your stuff is processing. So with doing this, I just kind of put the aluminum on it, leave it open in the back a little bit. This is just, like I said, my personal way of doing it. And you guys see how the knots are actually turned. They're turned like a golden brown or a little bit lighter than black. So that's exactly what we want. Now I'm going to actually pick it up and go ahead and rinse it off in my sink. Now with this blonde, it's going to be really like yellowy, and as you guys can see, the knots are coming off pretty yellow as well. So what I like to use is Clairol Shimmer Lights conditioner. Sometimes I use the conditioner and shampoo, but most of the time I just use the conditioner. And with doing this, it helps to get that yellowness out, get that brassiness out of the actual roots, and it also helps to take it out of the actual white light blonde hair color as well. So I'm actually going to wash my bundles with that so that everything is, you know, meshing together or whatever. So now I'm going to go ahead and put on my wig head. Honey, don't talk about my wig head because I'm going to get me a new one. But in the meantime, I'm going to be using this one, and I'm actually going to put some push pins inside of her. And this is going to secure the frontal onto the wig head so that I have a stationary place to work with plucking tweezers. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and use my edge brush. It came in handy, okay? It definitely did, and it's wet as well, and my frontal is wet before I pluck it. I always wet my frontals up before plucking. It just makes it easier to pull the hair out and all that other jazz. So now I'm going to take my comb and actually, you see, parting the baby hairs and parting a little bit so it's like split, okay? You guys see, that's why I want my baby hairs in the back. I want it like that. Now with doing this, I'm just gonna go ahead and pluck it. This actually also helps too, because if I pluck too much or if I have bald spots, I can actually work with that baby hair and have like lesser baby hairs, you know? So I just like doing it this way. I never was doing it this way before. I was just doing it straight off the front, but it didn't make sense because, you know, I'm going to use the baby hairs. So I'm just going to go through and pull the knots, as you guys can see. And then some of my knots are a little over processed. So what I'm going to do is actually pull those out. And with pulling those out, it just makes it, you know, more easier for me to do it. I kind of do it every other hair strand, kind of. I don't go in no particular motion. So it's what you want to use. But I also have some tweezers in the corner, and those are the kind of tweezers I like to use, the square tweezers. I know some people don't like to use them, but I do. It makes it easier for me, and it pulls out, you know, just enough hair as well. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's starting to thin on out compared to how thick it was the first time. So the hair right there is at the bottom kinda is actually unplucked, and then the one on the top is the plucked hair. And then I'm going to take my comb and part it so you guys can see where the baby hairs is going to be, and look how much thinner it is compared to that part I haven't actually got the chance to pluck yet. So it just, you know, it just looks really effortless, and that's what we want for sure, for sure. That's what we want. We want to be giving scalp. We want to be giving look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is exactly how I pluck my frontals, and I do the same method with all my wigs. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, just put them in the you know, comments, and I'll try to answer. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Mwah. See you guys.